Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with a review of these American Racing Headers, long tube headers that come with an X-pipe, available for 2015 and up S550 GT Mustangs. In this video, we're going to be looking at a few different things in regards to this kit. We're going to talk about the materials and construction of the headers and the mid-pipe as well, and the install too. We'll talk more about this later, but I can tell you right now that long tube headers make for a difficult install, so I'm going to call this one a 3 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter. This kit from American Racing Headers includes long tube headers and a matching mid-pipe, and it's going to be a good option for someone looking for a natural finish, catted long tube header for both performance and sound gains that comes with a matching X-pipe mid-pipe, and that makes way for a continuing 3-inch exhaust. If we start with the heart of this kit, we'll be looking at the headers. Long tube headers are going to offer both performance and sound gains, but the end result of your headers will depend on the rest of your setup. The runners on these particular headers are 1 7/8 inch, which is slightly different than the 1 3/4 inch offering. Traditionally, you see forced induction cars running the larger runners and NA cars running the 1 3/4 runners, but I wouldn't really say that that's a hard and fast rule, especially with the new Coyotes. So you don't have to have a blower to run a 1 7/8 inch diameter, you just need to keep in mind your current mods and the goals that you have for your car when you're looking around, as well as what this size runner will do to your power band with the mods that you have. If you have some bolt-ons but you're still NA, you might see a hit on your low-end torque, but once you spin the Coyote motor up, the larger diameter is going to help keep things moving, so what you're going to see are top end gains. Getting into the specifics here, these are a 304 stainless steel header that have a natural or a raw finish, which is going to be different than a chrome or ceramic coated header. It obviously doesn't have the polished appearance that a chrome header would have, and while these don't have the ceramic coating either, they are made from that 304 stainless steel tubing, so you won't have to worry about corrosion. Not to mention, you get to see the beautiful weld since these have that raw finish. And this is mandrel-bent tubing, which is going to help with smoother air delivery. The primary tubes then merge down to a 3-inch collector with scavenger spikes to help with exhaust flow. And at the top here, the headers then have these header flanges that are one piece, and they're one piece to prevent leaks and create a good fit. Then you have your connection pipes here. They are 3-inch pipes, and those are going to connect down to your mid-pipe. These are 3-inch, like I mentioned earlier, and they are catted pipes. Then the connecting pipes will meet with the included X-pipe, and I like this for a few different reasons. First of all, American Racing Headers is the only company that's currently offering a full long tube and full mid-pipe kit right now. Second of all, this mid-pipe keeps a 3-inch diameter all the way out, so you're gonna need to get a 3-inch system to bolt up to this. Then there's also the fact that this is going to eliminate your factory resonator. You have all these other long tube options out there that don't include mid-pipes, and then you have step downs so you can run your factory exhaust, but then you're still keeping your factory resonator, which is a big power and sound robber. This kit gets rid of the factory resonator, so you're going to have huge sound and performance gains, and you are going to drop a little bit of weight too since that resonator isn't light. If we move on to price, as we all pretty much know, or you know if you've been shopping for long tubes, that they're pretty much going to be a solid investment. They're pricey and they're difficult to install. The option from American Racing Headers, since this is a full mid-pipe and stainless steel header kit, is going to be on the more expensive side. Also, the 1 7/8 inch runners that we have here are going to be slightly more expensive than a smaller runner would be, which isn't unusual, and this is the catted version as well, so that's also going to drive up the price. You're looking at spending between $1,600 and $1,700 for this kit. But do keep in mind that you'll be getting your X-pipe with this kit, so this setup's going to give you more performance and sound gains than you'd normally get from just long tubes alone. And this price tag is exactly why I called long tube headers an investment earlier. But you do have to keep in mind all the benefits and power that you'll be getting from this setup. And to put things in perspective, it's not just American Racing headers that are going to be expensive. You're going to be looking at headers costing over $1,000 anyways. As for the install on this one, long tubes are always going to be a difficult install. I don't say this often, but if you don't have a helping hand or you don't have much experience, it might be better to just take the car to a shop for the install. If you do tackle this yourself, it's going to be a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the scale and a day in the garage, especially considering that you'll be installing this mid-pipe along with the headers. You can do this on a jack and stance, but a lift would make it easier for sure. You're gonna need your toolbox for this one with an assortment of different sockets, wrenches, and extensions. You're looking at things like disconnecting the steering shaft, dropping the starter, and removing a motor mount. A lot of this install obviously requires working in some pretty tight areas, so while everything is straightforward, getting access and maneuverability in these areas is actually pretty tricky, which is why you need to pull the motor mount on one side, so you can raise the motor slightly with the jack to give you some more room. Having a helping hand in this case is really going to benefit you, but a day of wrestling and some pretty pennies spent on these mods is totally worth it in my opinion. So wrapping things up with the American Racing headers, a long tube catted headers that come with an X pipe. These are 304 stainless steel headers that come with catted mid-pipe connection pipes and a matching X pipe that are all 3-inch. These headers have 1 7/8 inch runners, and this kit is going to come with everything that you'll need for the install. As usual, you can check it out more online for yourself right here at AmericanMuscle.com.